Meet Will and Tom, two seemingly ordinary men, cursed with a gift of vast knowledge that is forever expanding. Possessing incredible insight with unparalleled skills and expertise. Let us join them as they embark on a journey to quench their thirst for the truth while answering the questions to life's most intriguing mysteries. Let us open our minds and ask, dude, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
Welcome to morning, noon, and night. How can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like a breakfast bomb, please. Double sausage, double ham, double bacon. Upgrade to triple cheese with hash browns and a gravy on top. And a Diet Coke.
Okay, let me repeat your order. Breakfast bomb, double pork, triple cheese with hash and a gravy bath, and a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Okay, that's $22.50. Pull up to the second window, please.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Tom Case.
And this is Will Stark.
Will, we're going to have another really great episode here because in the middle, we're going to do another drawing for our patrons on Patreon.
Awesome.
So just to remind everyone, last week's winner was Gato del Agua.
Yes.
And he won the Oh Snap the Juggernaut's Back
Trading card.
Yes.
DCYI trading cards. We got
three of them, and I'm very excited to see who will win the next one. Mm-hmm. The cards are chosen at random, just to let you guys know. And once you find out you're a winner, just hit us up either on Patreon or give us a message on email and let us know where to send the card to. Will, first question here. If you could create your own fast food chain restaurant, what would you create? And basically this is going to be like not any kind of restaurant. It has to be fast food, which means it has to have a drive-thru.
Okay, so drive-thru fast food. We're talking a la McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly. Like McDonald's, Jack in the Box,
Carl's Jr.
Wiener
Schnitzel.
Yeah, exactly.
Burger King.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what would you create?
What are the parameters?
That's the parameters. It has to be a fast food restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah, you're making one. Oh, yeah, exactly. You're just making one.
Okay.
We're going to say it's going to start off here in Southern California.
Sure.
So,
did you know that most fast food, not most, but quite a few did start here in Southern California?
Yes.
Specifically, very near our undisclosed location, both a McDonald's and a Taco Bell originated very, very close to here.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Absolutely. Oh, I didn't know they both originated next to our location.
They both originated in the same city.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There is still currently, although it is a very, very rough neighborhood, the original McDonald's is still there, and it's kind of like a little miniature museum.
It is?
I do not recommend anyone ever going there for any reason. It is an extremely dangerous neighborhood.
Yeah, you probably have like gangs of clowns roaming around, right?
Holy shit, can you imagine?
That would be so
the Ronald
scary,
McDonald gang. Holy shit.
Oh my God, dude. Like literal hamburglers running around everywhere, jacking your shit.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what you ran into. And then, the original Taco Bell also originated in the same city near our undisclosed location. And Baker's. Baker's is another fast food restaurant that originated in that same city.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't know. So I think I remember hearing about the McDonald's, but I didn't know about Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Do they have like a museum thing at that location?
No, and in fact, I don't know if that Taco Bell's still there. The only thing I know is that the story behind Taco Bell's invention, if you will, is that there was a military veteran. I think he was an ex-Marine. I don't remember his first name, but his last name was Bell. And he started a burger joint in San Bernardino, California. And I think it was just called Bell's Burgers. And he was across the street from a Mexican place, a Mexican restaurant. And this restaurant is still there. Let me look it up real quick because I want to get, it's worth shouting out the name. This place is very good food. And it's kind of a iconic location because there was a lot of Latino rights movements that started in that restaurant. They would meet there back in the 60s.
Oh, really?
And during that time, there was still a lot of segregation in San Bernardino.
Yeah.
And it's some of the movements that happened in that restaurant changed some of the laws of the city. So hold on, give me 1 second.
Yeah, the only like fast food restaurant that I think I remember was for sure California, or in California, was what was that, In-N-Out?
In Southern California, I believe
Yeah.
so. Although I don't know the history behind that.
You should, Will. You should know all history of all fast food restaurants.
So the restaurant is called Meatla Cafe, and I've been there. It's very good food. But anyways, Mr. Bell worked across the street from this restaurant, and his restaurant was not doing very well. It was very mediocre from my understanding. Meatla Cafe, popular now. It was also popular then. And he used to go there on his lunches, and he loved their hard shell tacos. And he became friends with the family and asks them how they made their tacos and whatnot. And they showed him how to make tacos.
Yeah.
Obviously, he made a very Americanized version of it. But the idea was that he was inspired by their tacos, so he wanted to make a fast food version of Mexican food.
Exactly.
And he did. He made Taco Bell.
I know that there's a lot more probably in that. You know what I mean? Like when it was actually happening, I'm pretty sure there was a lot more details of just making a taco. But it sounds funny to me when, and he just went over there and they taught him how to make tacos. Like, because it sounds
he
so
became
simple.
friends with the
you know what I
family,
mean?
and he wanted to know like the secret of the recipe and stuff like that.
But I mean, making tacos to me seems simple.
Yeah, but it was the 60s and he was a white guy. I don't know what to tell you, Tom.
Yeah, I know.
Like, did I mention San Bernardino was still segregated then?
Yeah, that's true. I know.
So anyways, apparently he remained a family friend even after the great success of Taco Bell and whatnot. And yeah, so that's the origins of Taco Bell. It was across the street from Meatla Cafe. He decided to make an Americanized version of a cuisine that he liked from a family he was friends with, and he did it with their blessing. And he ended up creating the monstrosity that is Taco Bell today.
So this other restaurant, I mean, I know he made an Americanized version, but
Yeah.
I mean, I would kind of imagine. So I wonder if there's like a very familiar taste if you go to this. What would you say it was called?
Meatla
again?
Cafe. I've been there.
Yeah.
I haven't had their tacos. I had a lot of their other food. It was good. It was really good.
That'd be funny if you ordered a taco there and it came out in a Taco Bell wrapper.
It was just a Taco Bell taco.
Yeah, like they just literally went
That would
across the
be
street.
an insult to good Mexican food.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
you know what? My sister did have their tacos, so I'll ask her what she thought.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So back to our fast food restaurants that we're building today.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't set parameters, so now I'm going to.
Okay.
Off the top of my head.
Yeah.
There has to be a proper theme. And
Oh, okay,
there has
yeah.
to be a cuisine of our choice, a color scheme, and that's all I can think of off the top of my head.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay. A fast food restaurant. So I think there's a reason that the most successful drive-thrus are always burger places for the most part, and some hot dog places, because a lot of other cuisine just does not translate well to fast food.
Yeah, that is true.
There are a few things on this earth I hate more than Panda Express. And Chinese food you would think would do well fast food wise, considering that American Chinese food is super fast foody. But Panda Express sucks as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, Panda Express is not my favorite amongst the fast food Chinese food.
No,
places.
not at all.
Yeah.
I've seen attempts at Italian food that were absolute trash. I mean, there's Wiener Schnitzel.
Really? There was only one fast food restaurant I could ever remember that did Italian food.
Yeah, what was it?
I think it was called Fazoli's.
That might be the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, and I remember when it first came out, I was like, wow, finally I could get like fettuccine Alfredo
Real
or spaghetti real quick.
Nope.
It was not quick.
You know what's crazy too? Is pasta's easy to make.
I
You think it
know,
would
you
translate well, right?
Like you would think they could just have it
Yeah.
ready. Like,
okay.
but no.
You know what? I think I'm going the In-N-Out route of like it's going to be a small chain because I want good quality. And I will.
Oh, okay.
So In-N-Out's got this whole policy of like they only extend to places where their contractors that they've had for years and years and years can get the food within 1 day delivery.
Yeah.
They won't expand outside that radius. They've managed to expand that radius over decades and decades because, I guess they find other contractors they're willing to contract with. But that's their policy. I think I'm gonna have a similar policy because I don't want Fazoli's. Like I'm not going to go
exactly.
the Fazoli's route. I need it to be quality. So, okay, I'm still trying to think of what my cuisine's going to be. Do you have any ideas what you would do?
So I was just thinking about this, and one of the things that I love the most out of almost any fast food restaurant that I go to is, for example, like the breakfast menu at McDonald's.
Sure.
Right.
Okay.
And in general, I love breakfast. And and when they first started to bring out you can get anything off the breakfast menu all day long at McDonald's, that's literally all I would get. I would not get anything else at McDonald's if I ever went there.
One amongst many.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I would just get the breakfast menu stuff. And to be honest, I feel like a lot of people like that too, just like you said, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I don't know about the actual theme, but like my cuisine, everything is going to relate to breakfast.
So it's going to be a breakfast only.
So
place.
it's a breakfast only fast food place.
All right.
Where for one, you're not just going to get hash brown patties. Okay.
You want actual hash browns.
You want actual hash browns. You're going to get crispy, golden brown, salted hash browns, because I hate these places that give the potatoes to you and there's no salt in them. You know what I mean? I understand that.
So this is going to be like a Denny's to go. This is going to be like a Denny's
kind of,
okay.
Yeah. And literally anything, almost anything that you can relate to breakfast, it's going to be offered here. So it's not just breakfast sandwiches or things like that.
Yeah.
There is going to be pancakes. There are going to be waffles. There's going to be anything that you could think of, even I don't know if this is going to be prudent, to be honest with you, but what do they call the eggs when what is it, eggs Benedict?
Okay, eggs Benedict, yeah.
I think that takes a while to make. I'm not sure because of the
I've never had it.
Yeah, so I'm thinking I want to offer that too as like one of the look at this is on the menu. You know what I mean?
I would be so skeeved out to order eggs Benedict from a fast food place.
Yeah, really? Yeah, unless it was really good.
Yeah, I mean, it'd have to be highly recommended.
Yeah, that's true. But no, that's at least the cuisine part of it. Yes, I figured that out. It's going to be a fast food breakfast restaurant.
Okay, so okay. So if we're doing this all at McDonald's, I will give you hash browns and all that other stuff because you want it to be of a certain caliber of quality.
Yeah.
But I also feel like almost all these places have like some sort of iconic, ridiculous item, right? So McDonald's has the Big Mac.
Oh, I see.
Taco Bell has a bunch of shit. They've got the Crunch Wrap Supreme and the Chalupa. Jack in the Box has the 2 tacos that aren't really tacos. I don't know what they are, but I love them. Maybe we have to come up with a gimmick item too. Ooh, and a mascot. We need a mascot.
Oh, we do need a mascot. Okay. But I do have my gimmick item.
Oh, what do you got?
It's going to be called the Breakfast Bomb, right? And
I was not okay. Keep going.
Listen to this, right? Okay, check this out. The Breakfast Bomb starts with the nice golden brown, crispy on the outside, flaky crusted biscuits, right?
Okay. All right.
As the buns,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
Then your choice of either ham, bacon, or sausage patties, right? 2 of them. So if you, whatever one and you can intermix. If you want one and the other, you can do that.
Okay, cool.
As a matter of fact, for a premium price, if you want all 3, you can get all 3.
Sure, for an extra
right? $1. Yeah. But so it's gonna involve those meats, right? You're gonna get 2 fried eggs, right? Okay. One that goes on the bottom biscuit half and the other one that goes on the top biscuit half, right?
Okay.
With a layer of cheese, then one of the meats, then you get a layer of either hash browns or the
So this is like a breakfast pie.
I mean,
you're talking like is this like a breakfast casserole?
Well, yeah, but you could hold it in between 2 biscuits.
Oh, this is a sandwich. This is a
like a sandwich. It's the breakfast bomb.
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
And so fried egg, meat of your choice, cheese, hash brown or potato cake, whatever you want to call it, that goes in the middle.
By the way, I'm a huge breakfast guy too, so this all sounds great to me.
Oh yeah. And then it would be the other slice of cheese, and then the other meat, and then the other fried egg. On top of the first fried egg, before we place the top biscuit bun, or whatever you want to call it, you get the drizzle of country gravy.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
And this is the breakfast bomb.
How are you going to hold it in your sandwich? How are you going to hold it in your sandwich? How are you going to hold it in your hand?
Very carefully. Like it has to. Oh, well, actually, to be honest, what I kind of feel like you would probably have to do.
Okay, go ahead. I had another idea, but go ahead.
I was thinking like, you could eat it like a sandwich if you could, right? You hold it. It would probably have to be served in some special wrapping in a styrofoam or plastic like container.
Okay, let me add something to your idea. Let's back up. Let's move away from the drizzle. What if rather than a drizzle, you had a packet on the side, or like a not maybe not like a packet. That's not the right word, but like a serving side of gravy dip. So the idea here is
that might be even
you
better.
dip it almost like what do they call that sandwich you dip in the gravy? Is that a French dip?
Oh, like French
Like
dip.
a French dip,
like
right?
with
This would
au
be
jus.
a breakfast bomb dip.
Yeah,
right
that
right
would
into
be
the country
yeah.
gravy. I'm into this. Okay, I thought of a second gimmick item, and it's because of a conversation that we've had. I've made this, and you told me your dad used to make this for you when you were a kid. He called it the SOS.
Oh, yeah.
And you should call it the SOS, the shit on a shingle.
Yes.
And I don't know if you want to explain to our audience what a shit on a shingle is.
Basically, shit on a shingle was it's just a mixture of a bunch of like, it was like eggs, hash browns, sausage, like all crumbled up on top, and then they just kind of pour gravy.
Yeah,
on top
it's
of
just
it.
like a breakfast bowl.
Yeah,
of just
exactly.
everything
Yeah.
thrown in a single pot,
like a mesh.
Yeah, and I love that shit. It's great, and I love the idea of being able to roll up to this skeevy fucking restaurant, and be like, "Yeah, I'll get 2 shits on a shingle."
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you know, and then they'll be like, "Okay, anything else?"
And literally on the menu, I can see it would be SH asterisk asterisk or something like that. You know, S
Yeah.
asterisk.
Well, or you could just call it the SOS. You know, if there's kids in the car.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay,
You know about me and kids on my businesses. I don't want the kids
this
around.
is a kid-free fucking business. Okay, so since we're so far into yours, and I have no idea still what I wouldn't do with mine, what about your theme? You got anything for a theme?
You know, the go-to theme for something like that would always be what? Like a rooster, the sun, right? Because it's supposed to be
Sure.
for breakfast. But
Yeah.
I don't want mine just to be like you just
Related
go in
to
the
the
morning.
morning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
it's an all-day
As a
thing.
matter of fact, now that I think about it, I think I would want to name the restaurant From Dusk Till Dawn, or From Dawn Till Dusk, or whatever, something like that, right? Like,
Wait a minute. Isn't that the name of the strip bar in the
it is,
movie?
yeah.
From Dusk Till Dawn?
But you know, not people they don't have to know that. You don't
Okay.
have to tell them that, Will.
All right.
No, but or you know, I'm not necessarily saying that actual name, but something to do with like maybe we'll call it. Maybe people for short will call it MNN, right? Morning, noon, and night. Like
Okay,
that's the print. Like,
MNN, all right,
and
okay.
I would probably want my places to be open 24 hours.
Morning,
This
noon, and night.
this all depends on how successful it is, but hopefully it's
It could be
successful
very
enough.
fucking successful.
Yeah,
Tom.
or if it was like that, right?
Okay.
And it would be called M and N, right? Morning, noon, and night.
Uh-huh.
And that's a good one.
It's a
And
good one.
I think
I like
the
it.
colors,
Uh-huh.
the colors would have to be
Maybe they could be yellow, blue, and
or yellow, orange, and purple,
yellow, orange, and purple.
right? Yellow for the day,
dusk,
yeah,
orange for the day, and then purple for the night.
yeah. Or maybe
Those are some
yellow,
crazy colors.
maybe yellow, sky blue, and purple, or like a dark blue, because like morning, noon, and night.
Yeah, I could be into any of those
Okay,
colors.
let's
Yeah.
do that. So light yellow, like a pale light yellow,
Yeah.
a sky blue,
So like Taco Bell, but also add blue.
and a dark.
'Cause
Yeah,
Taco
oh
Bell is
yeah,
yellow
it's
and
similar
purple.
to that.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
and
okay.
add a dark blue.
Okay, it's interesting. It's going to stand out. It's gonna
I think
stand
so,
out,
right? Yeah.
Or we could just rob A and PM's colors.
Is that? Oh yeah,
they're
theirs is
orange,
like-
purple, and blue. I think.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, we
Orange,
could just
purple,
we
blue.
could just be A and PM colors.
No.
No, I like yellow
So-
better than orange.
Yeah, so yellow, sky blue, dark blue, right?
Okay.
Representing the morning, noon, and night.
All right.
So now for a mascot, though,
I can picture this horrible place existing.
you know what's weird is I can see two different stores of this. One in the ghetto and
Yeah.
the way that one would look,
Right.
and one in like I don't know, like in the
high-end
high-enders part of the city. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, mascot.
But a mascot, like what could represent?
Tough. That's tough.
Unless,
What kind of mascot orders a shit on a shingle?
yeah, I know, right? Like, you know, I don't. If we did use does anyone else use a rooster?
Not that I can think of. Well, I think there might be chicken places that do.
Maybe, right? I was gonna say if I used a rooster, what I would imagine him is like there's like a rooster that looks like he never sleeps, right? So like maybe he has cracked out eyes, or maybe he's wearing shades or something like that.
The further down this road we get, the worse this restaurant is. I'm into it though. Yeah, we could have the cracked out rooster, the cracked out cock.
But okay, but what would people call him like, okay, there's Ronald McDonald, right?
Right, okay.
There's the Taco Bell Chihuahua.
There's the
Right.
burger, although that hasn't been in circulation in 20
I know
years,
that
Tom.
hasn't. That hasn't really.
No, it's
Has they made any other?
I don't know about Taco Bell. I remember Burger King had the Burger King.
Oh yeah, the
which
Burger
is-
King.
I
oh,
like
and
him.
then Jack.
Yeah, Jack
in
from
the
Jack in the
Box.
Box. Yeah. So why a rooster?
Only, you know what? Because that was just the go-to of like when you think of breakfast foods, you think of the morning usually.
Right.
But you're right. The rooster might not be the best pick.
No.
Because it's about morning, noon, and night.
Your name is Tom. Is there anything we can do with that? Tom, the breakfast bomb.
Oh, Tom the Bomb.
Tom the bomb.
Tom's breakfast bomb.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, maybe it's just Tom's morning, noon, and night. That's the you know what I mean? Like, hey, like here's a quick commercial
Tom's
idea,
M&N.
right? Yeah, you know what I mean? Hey, come down to Tom's morning, noon, and night.
Sure.
Right? That's
Okay.
what
That
you
means
say,
we
like-
need a Tom mascot.
And it's just my face.
It's just you. I mean, it could be.
It's just
it
my
could just
face,
be
yeah.
Tom. I feel like we're moving away from the theme when we.
But also,
introduce your
it
name.
would work well with Tom's bomb, Tom the bomb, you know, whatever. But you're right. It doesn't. I mean, unless we had like two mascots where it's the sun and the moon.
I thought about that. Yeah,
That might
It'd
be
the sun
pretty
and the
cool.
moon, Yeah.
And instead of them, like, you know, like there's always like this thing about the sun and the moon, like one's chasing the other. Like, no, they're a team.
Okay,
they're a team. They're
yeah.
best friends because
Yeah.
it's morning, noon, and night.
Okay.
And yeah, you know what I mean.
Okay. Do they have a name?
Sunny and Moony. No,
I
just
knew-
playing.
I
That's so
knew you were gonna
stupid.
say
I know.
Okay, but what do they do? I guess they're just there, huh? Is the sun drinking some orange juice and the moon's drinking some coffee? Like,
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. That's
all
a good
right,
idea.
okay, cool.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I would go to this place.
Yeah, I know.
More
me
than I
too.
should. I would definitely get an SOS or a breakfast one way more often than I should.
Yeah, I think me too.
Okay, so I think we got yours.
Yeah. So
I have no idea. Cause my first thought is like go to Mexican food, but we already have Mexican fast food places. They're not great. They just are what they are.
yeah.
And then I thought about Thai food because I love Thai food, but that sounds horrible to me. I don't want fast food Thai food. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, you would want to make sure your Thai food's being well prepared.
Yeah, we could go back to Willie's Wild Wieners.
Oh,
Drive-Thru
that's right.
edition.
You did.
Yes,
You did
Right.
want to.
But it would have to be because like Willie's Wild Wieners was a food truck idea, but we were making like some real good quality stuff.
Yeah, like
I think I had like eight different like dog designs, if you will. But yeah,
So-
I could probably do the same. It's
so.
the same
Willie's
8
Wild Wieners got upgraded from a food truck to an actual
to a drive-thru.
drive-thru.
Yeah, I think I could still do 8 dog designs and strict no customization. Yeah, and like I think I could because In-N-Out keeps their what's the word?
Oh yeah, their menu's
Very
small.
simple,
Yeah, it's true. They just have variations on them.
Yeah.
Would you? Okay, now I know that a lot of times you don't like having people have the option of doing all these different, variations to their food. But would you let them at this restaurant?
You know what? Yeah, let's actually change the concept. We're going to turn the same concept I have, we're going to turn it on its head. Now, rather than have 8 design dogs, I'm going to have, literally, it's going to be like, pick your dog, pick your toppings, pick your drink.
Oh,
Right?
that's even better.
So
Yeah, that's
you'll have like 4 different sausages. You'll have like Polish, you'll have a hot link, you'll have a bratwurst, you'll have a classic dog. I'll go with beef franks because they're my favorite. Hebrew National. I love my Hebrew National dogs. And then toppings. And we're going to have, obviously you can pick the classics, right?
Yeah.
Ketchup, mustard, relish. What else is classic? Onions.
cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah.
I think for the cheeses, I'll have cheddar. What is it? It's called Spicy Jack.
Oh, I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, what am I thinking
Cheddar
of?
Jack?
Not
Or
cheddar
no,
jack.
Pepper Jack?
Pepper jack.
Pepper Jack.
So
yeah.
cheddar, pepper jack, and I'll have a few cheeses. I'll have cheddar, pepper jack, and provolone.
Oh, okay.
And American for the people who like.
Have you
disgusting
ever
American
had
cheese.
a provolone cheese on a hot dog?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've never tried that. I have never tried provolone
Get
cheese
yourself
on a
a
hot dog.
bratwurst and put some provolone on it, along with some grilled onions.
Oh,
Yes,
I gotta
it's a
do that.
very good
Okay, that
dog.
does sound good.
And then we'll have grilled onions or fresh chopped onions. We'll have chopped jalapeno. We'll have Pineapple for the crazy people who like that.
Wow. Okay. Okay. I was about to say my mouth is watering, and then when you just said pineapple, and then I'm glad you said for the crazy people.
Yeah. No, we'll have diced tomatoes. We'll have like literally like 25 different toppings.
Yeah.
And you can have 3. You have 3 toppings is what I'll say.
Oh, like that's the regular.
And if you want more,
it's
it'll be
extra.
50 cents. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's like a normal thing.
And then for the drinks, I don't want to do soda. I want to do something different. I just don't know how to approach it.
Okay, so this is where I was gonna get. I was gonna get into like,
lemonades.
okay, like I was gonna say like you want something that like not a lot of places offer.
Yeah, we could do lemonades. Have you ever had blueberry lemonade?
No,
Dude,
but that
it's
sounds
bomb.
awesome.
Yes, yes. We'll have 5 lemonades. We'll have lemon lime, classic, blueberry, cherry, and strawberry. Bam.
Oh, okay.
So you have 1 of 5 lemonades or water.
You should still maybe offer some soda, because I know if I go to this restaurant, I would probably be missing my soda. You know me and
well,
my
then
soda.
you could go to a different fucking restaurant, Tom.
know, yeah.
Why don't you go to M&M's?
Like, but we're friends, and you're in the drive-thru window like, fuck you, Tom.
Fuck you, Tom. Never come back here. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'll do. And I want the drive-thru experience to be quick. Mm-hmm. It's just like pick your dog, pick your toppings, pick your drink. And like, I just want the workers to be able to just, without too much stress, just be able to be like, bam, 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 done.
Yeah.
Bam, 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 done.
Do they also get like maybe one side? Is there like maybe fries or tater tots or like, or what?
Yeah, I guess we'll add a fourth.
Like?
We'll add a fourth. Pick your side. And the side will be, you can either get fries, onion rings, or chips.
Oh, okay, that's good. That sounds good for.
But chips, we're not adding variation, so it's just gonna be potato chips.
Yeah, that's.
And okay, and then Wild Willie is going to be my mascot.
Okay, is it you?
No, it's definitely not going to be me.
Man,
absolutely not. I'm thinking like a crazed cowboy. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
What do you think?
I was just about to ask you if you're going to think of the mascot, should we think of the theme first? Because like,
right.
So is Wild Willie, is he a crazy cowboy? Like who eats does cowboys eat hot dogs?
I don't think cowboys eat hot dogs.
Who
eats hot dogs?
I know, right? It's like, who would you?
Baseball fans eat hot dogs, but I don't want to.
Oh, that was another thing. Yeah. Oh wait, because I don't want to get off the topic of your cuisine.
Yeah.
Before we go on to your, remember your signature item, the draw item.
Yeah, the draw
I was
item.
thinking I have a good idea for you.
Okay,
has to be something to do with the Dodger dog.
Okay,
right? That could be like your.
We're Southern California. Yeah, it could be a baseball themed thing.
I think that would be awesome.
Okay,
I don't know what it would be, but
we'll come back to that.
Okay,
let's pick the theme again.
The theme. I mean, it's called Wild Willie's Dogs.
Wieners.
Oh, Wiener.
Willie's Wild Wieners.
Willie's Wild
Wieners.
Wieners. Okay,
and it's gonna be Wild Willie. Has to be the mascot. But who is Willie? What makes him wild?
Yeah. Who is?
Should it be like?
Or wait, well, is it Willie that's wild, or is it just his wieners?
Yes, I'm gonna say yes.
Willie's Wild Wieners.
Yes.
See, so,
but the mascot is Wild Willie.
Okay. Oh, okay. I got you.
So what? I don't know why I go to cowboy, but like, okay.
I mean, yeah.
Like wild. What does wild imply? That he's crazy, or that he's just like he's intense, or maybe he's just fun.
Maybe it could be like those what's that mascot, the one, what was it for Magic Mountain, where he comes out and it's that old guy, he's like dun 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 dun, and like he looks old but he's like breakdancing. You know what I mean? Like that could be considered wild.
Yeah, that could be. I love that guy in that.
Yeah,
mascot.
right.
Yeah.
Like
what does he do? Like, how does he wield his wieners?
Yeah, I know, right? I was thinking, oh, wait, if you did go with the cowboy theme, it writes itself.
Okay.
He has the belt where instead of where his 6-shooters are, it's hot dogs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's mini dogs on a belt of ammo, across his chest.
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess he shoots wieners at you. I don't know.
Like a t-shirt gun, he's got the hot dog gun, maybe. I feel like we're close. I feel like we're onto something, but I'm not sure if what we're onto is good.
Oh, wait. Instead of a cowboy,
yes,
he should be some crazy hunter, and he's hunting these wild wieners.
Okay.
That might work.
I got a good one today.
Yeah,
he holds up a giant.
And that's
dog.
what he's doing. He's capturing these wild wieners, and then
we're getting too dark. I don't like where this is going. I don't like where this is going. We're victimizing the dogs.
Yeah, I know,
right?
And then you're eating them.
I'm stuck on cowboy, and I don't know what to do about it.
I think we're gonna have to go with Cowboy.
Yeah, we gotta go with Cowboy.
Because like
Okay.
it's the what do you call it? It's like the most
And rather than him shoot the dogs, I'm thinking, he like one wrangles a
like a
bull,
cow.
or like
Or
they
bull.
ride the bull, right?
Yeah.
So maybe he's riding like a hot dog and it's like trying to buck him off.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is. And so he
Okay.
tames the dogs and then devours them, I
Yeah,
suppose.
yeah.
There's no way to get around eating these dogs.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
okay, that's Wild Willie. And we'll go with the cowboy theme, even though I despise cowboy theme things.
Yeah.
It works too well for this.
But it's going to work really well with children because
Yes.
children also love hot dogs. And
Yeah,
so
they do.
that theme's going to work
Yes,
like
I think so.
yeah, gangbusters.
Colors. I think cowboy, it writes itself. We're going to do browns and yellows.
And you need the pink in there for the meat or red.
What? I mean, yeah, sure, but that's not like McDonald's has red and yellow.
Yeah,
but
that's
that really
true.
has nothing to do with the meat.
Yeah.
I'm thinking browns and yellows and oranges.
Brown, yellow, and orange.
I think so. That reminds me of the Wild West.
You know what? There was this a Mexican restaurant next to my house that I, to this day, shed tears that it closed.
Oh.
It was called Mi Taco. And those were, MITACO. And it was, the funny thing was, it was Korean owned. But the food was phenomenal,
Really?
dude.
That's interesting.
The all beef burrito that they had there and their ranchero style burrito. Oh, dude, to die for.
Man.
The French fries, too, were just, I don't know how, like, their French fries at that place weren't like any other place. To this day, I've never had a French fry like his French fries.
That's
right?
interesting.
And they closed down, but that was the color. That was the colors for his restaurant was brown, orange, and yellow.
How did
Yeah.
it look?
It looked good.
Yeah.
It did. I mean, it did its job. It wasn't like he played it subtly though. It wasn't like plastered everywhere. It wasn't
Yeah.
like the whole building
Yeah.
was brown, yellow, and orange or whatever.
The reason I chose brown, yellow, and orange is I just picture a Wild Willie like in a desert background, wrangling a dog.
Yeah.
And in the background, like it's sun rising. So you get the yellow and orange sun rising.
Now that is a good idea.
So
That
there it is,
actually makes
Tom. I
sense.
think we did it. We got
We did
M&M's, breakfast midnight, noon and night, or whatever you called
morning,
it.
noon, and
Morning,
night.
noon, and night. And then we got Willie's Wild Wieners drive-through edition.
Dude, aren't you hungry now?
Sir, out there. Can anybody hear me? Please, hear me. Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? If you can hear me, this is Fritz Frivolous. I need your help. I'm stuck. Somehow stuck inside the minds of Will and Tom. I need to escape. Please support them and their podcast. You can go to patreon.com/dude-could-you-imagine or leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcast. Distract them long enough for me to break free. You can even leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Again, don't forget about me, Fritz Frivolous.
All right, Will. Now we got our second winner for the DCYI trading cards.
All right.
And the winner is The Last Mile.
Thank you, Last Mile.
Thank you so much, The Last Mile, for supporting us.
Indeed. And now you win a trading card, which we will mail out where you want it shipped to. So we will reach out to you on Patreon. But before we do that, let's figure out which card it is.
Yeah, I am very excited to see which one he wins. It's going to be picked randomly.
Okay, here we go with the dice.
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun. Still rolling. Still rolling. Number 2.
Ooh, number 2. Oh, the Continent of Cloud.
The Continent of Cloud.
Wow.
All right. Now, this is
Okay.
actually... it's hard for me to say it's my favorite, but I think it's my favorite of the 3.
Oh, really?
It looks like a classic baseball card. It's got
Yeah.
Babe Ruth on it, and he's wearing a Pangea's jersey.
That's true.
He's like mid-swing, I think.
Yeah, or
it's
he's
like-
about to swing, I think.
Yeah, and it's sepia toned. It's got the number of the episode as his player number.
Yeah.
It says the Continent of Cloud on the bottom. It's a good looking card.
It does really remind me of like one of those old baseball cards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mine too. I just like you, Will. I kind of am torn between my favorite because the Pika-Goo-Goo-Goo
It's
has
really
the
good.
Beatles. Involves in the
does,
Beatles,
yeah.
but then I love the Juggernaut. So
Right.
like
I
I
know
don't
you
know
do.
which one's my favorite either. But once again, The Last Mile, you have won the second giveaway of our DCYI trading cards, and you have won the Continent of Clout card. If you're hearing this, please let us know where to send this card for you. And if we don't hear from you, we'll try to get in touch with you.
Hello, welcome to Hench Hire Incorporated, where we match every hench person to the perfect supervillain.
Hi, my name is Joe. I never thought of myself as a henchman, but it's tough out here, and I really need a job.
Okay, well, you came to the right place. Just answer the following questions, and we will do our best to get you henching by the end of the day. Are you okay with performing daily tasks that may be considered as morally gray or not 100% acceptable by today's social standards?
Yeah, I can do that.
Are you okay with cleaning and sterilizing dismembered, frozen, melted, and or incinerated biological remains?
Well, I guess.
Are you willing to carry on your persons and use against designated targets highly specialized equipment, which may include death rays, freeze rays, laser cannons, acid traps, cursed relics, and radioactive gas bombs?
Oh boy, I don't know.
May I remind you, this position starts at $30 an hour plus full benefits.
Yes, I am willing.
Okay, Mr. Chill, just sign here.
Wait, what did I just sign?
Just the standard death waiver.
Oh, okay.
And we're back.
Indeed we are.
So, Will, this next one I thought was very interesting. This question, actually, I think both you and I kind of came up with. We were talking about something, and I think you first did mention the premise of it.
Okay.
But I thought it was very interesting. And that question is, what if you had to serve a supervillain in the Marvel or DC universe?
Okay.
Who would they be?
Well, if you had to be a henchman.
Yeah, if you had to be a
Okay.
henchman.
Okay, interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
And so parameters. I did mention that it could be either in the Marvel universe or DC universe. Let's try to answer for both.
Yeah, sure. I'm down.
And the other parameter is yes, henchmen, meaning you are not a part of the upper elite circle of this
you're not.
supervillains.
You are a grunt. You are a
organization.
nameless
Yeah.
grunt. You're a nameless grunt number 75.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no one knows who the fuck you are. You are doing this because it's a passion of yours. You're not getting paid much.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, I'm into this. Oh, man. You know what this reminds me of? Hey, you've never seen Venture Brothers.
No,
And
I've never watched.
I will beseech you once again to watch just the first couple seasons.
Okay.
It's excellent, but most importantly, there is a villain named the Monarch who flies around in a giant cocoon. It's his base, and he has a bunch of henchmen, and they're like these schmucks in these suits with these like paper mache wings or whatever. But there's two particular henchmen who get a lot of screen time, and they're hilarious. One of them sounds a lot like Ray Romano. And
really?
Yes, and they're just a couple goons or a couple nerds.
Deborah.
Yeah, they're a couple of nerds, and they're really snarky, and they're like his closest. They're like the only two henchmen that he like talks to.
Oh, okay.
And it's just such a great show. You would love that show.
Oh, okay.
It's got a lot of touchdowns that I know you'd enjoy, and that's what this question reminds me of. I can tell you who I wouldn't be the henchman for.
Yeah.
Like, the Joker's number one.
Do
not be the Joker's henchman. Do not do that.
Yeah, I think it's too chaotic. I was going to bring that up because at first I actually almost was thinking, I was entertaining the fact, but then I quickly realized that it's going to be way too chaotic to the point where you're just going to probably at some point be used as cannon fodder. Like he doesn't care. He's not there.
Well, even if you're not used as cannon fodder, like he might just kill you just because there's nothing else to do.
Or he thought it was funny at the time.
Exactly.
Like that's the thing with the Joker. Because at first I was going to say, well, if you were one of his henchmen, honestly, I don't really see him like running a tight ship. I don't see him being that type of a quote unquote leader.
No, it's just too dangerous.
So I was at first I was thinking like, oh well, if I chose to serve him, like I could probably hide out somewhere, not really do the shit, and then he wouldn't really notice
until he did.
But I don't think it would just be him. I think the other people would notice that I wasn't doing shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then once it caught up to his ears, he would be the kind of person like, he'd be like, "Oh, it's fine. Hey, come over here and we'll hang out."
God,
right?
oh no!
And then you
you're dead, man. You're dead.
You're dead.
That was a pretty good Joker, by the way.
You get wonked. Oh, thanks. You get like hit on the head with his, whatever cane or Harley maybe smashes you with her hammer.
I mean, he might just shoot you or shoot you with a rocket launcher or throw you into a vat of acid. He might do anything. I will say this: in universe, the Joker villains tell other villains horror stories about the Joker to scare each other. That's how scary the Joker is. Like, the Joker people are familiar with in the movies and even in the cartoon show is like a watered down wine to the fine brandy that is the terrifying Joker from the comics. Like, he is not funny. Mm-hmm. He is not likable. He is not laughable. So much so that, like, Harley Quinn from the show, they tried to shoehorn her into the comics because she was such a success in the show.
Yeah.
But because the Joker in the show is so horrifying and nihilistic, like, it was too disconcerting to have a character that was in love with him. It just did not make sense for his character. So they quickly divorced her of the Joker's lore in the comics. Mm-hmm. He's terrifying.
Yeah, he's only funny to himself.
He
like, that's
literally
the thing,
carved off his own face.
Yeah.
Like, what was it, 15, 20 years ago? And he carved back on the face of, I forgot, someone he killed. Anyways.
Wow.
Yeah,
really?
he's fucking scary.
Yeah.
Anyways, so not the Joker is my answer. Mm-hmm. Also not Doom.
Yeah,
because Dr. Doom's
be...
too strict, and the penalty for failure of any kind is death.
Yeah.
But speaking of which, they have a wonderful Doom analog in Venture Brothers named Baron Von something. I don't remember his name, but he's got It's like a similar story to Doom, where it's like he went to school with Reed Richards, and like they have a rivalry. And in an experiment that Reed Richards tried to tell Doom was a bad idea, Doom burned himself.
Yeah,
it's somewhat similar, where him and Dr. Venture had a rivalry in school, but he didn't burn himself because he had made a mistake. He burned himself because Venture did something careless that got him burned. So now he hates Dr. Venture. Anyways, back to who we're supposed to be henching for.
Yeah.
Do you have any ideas?
Well, also I was going to say, I would not want to be henchman for Thanos.
No,
right?
definitely not.
Because of the fact that he's always going around, you're going to end up in a war where you die.
Yeah.
Like there's no, you know what I mean? Like
he's too heavy hitting. He's too big picture.
Yeah.
I don't want to get involved in all that.
I know. Okay. So let's shift over a little bit here. Let's shift over to people who I think I could villain for. Not saying that these are the ones I am picking, but maybe the Maroni types, the Falcone types. You go ahead. Like, and I'm just saying
the actual
maybe
mafia
could, right?
Sure.
Yeah. But there's a big problem with that too.
Yeah.
I'm not Italian. So I don't, because
that's not what I expected you to say.
But
that's the problem.
But yes, that's the problem, Will. That is the problem. Because but if you think about it, like if you're going to henchman, like why are you going to henchman to begin with, right? You want to at some point move up.
Yeah, like I would imagine if you're crazy enough to be a quote unquote henchman, it's because you believe in villaining.
Yeah,
and you want
exactly.
to serve someone who you think is super cool.
And what I know, the little bit that I do know of the mafia is that you can't ever get made, or you're not going to get up there unless they can trace your lineage to know that you're Italian.
Okay, I mean, you are being very specific with this mafia. I mean, not all mafias are Italian, Tom.
But Falcone and Maroni are.
Oh yeah, they are.
Saying.
But I'm sure you could choose another crime syndicate.
But I don't know any other one from the DC.
The universe,
you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, or Marvel universe. You know what I mean? So. But I'm saying, I could technically, get in henchman level to them. Right.
Okay. Here's a question. So I have someone who I would answer for, but it depends on your answer. If I were to be a henchman for Magneto, does that automatically make me a low level mutant?
No, because it's you.
Well, the thing is, because Magneto only allows mutants.
Yeah.
So I couldn't hench for Magneto's.
No, unless it's like,
I'm talking low level.
Yeah,
like,
so low level that you could somehow fake a mutant power.
Well, no, I was thinking like it's a non-consequential power. It's like I could change the color of objects I touch. You know what I mean? That's not useful in any way. But technically, I'm a mutant, so Magneto's like, you're still a brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
No?
I'm going to have to say no, because it has to be us as we are now.
All right, fine.
Like, that's one of the parameters.
So no X-Men franchise stuff.
That would suck, I know, right?
Because I'm like, he genuinely tries to take care of his people sometimes, for the most part, unless it gets in the way of his plans, and then in that case, he doesn't
he's
give
using
a fuck.
you as his pawn.
Yeah, for the greater good.
Exactly,
But at the same time, like he does it for the quote unquote greater good of mutant kind, right? Which I would be part of. But anyways, I digress.
Also, too, I was also thinking about And I'm gonna pose this question to you now, and I'm gonna let you decide.
No, Tom.
on this.
No.
Yeah. You're just gonna say
go
no.
ahead.
Just gonna.
What is it?
No. So, and this is only for the fact that I know her. Like, I mean, I don't know her, but I mean, I know this character's MO is that they're always on their own usually.
Yeah.
But what about Catwoman?
Catwoman doesn't have hench people, so that doesn't work.
So you would because she doesn't.
You would
You're
default
right,
to sidekick, and you.
And you
that's
can't
not what
be a
this question
sidekick.
is.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, you're right. That makes sense.
Villains.
This is actually a little harder than I thought it was going to be.
Because I'm trying not to die. I'm trying very hard not to be killed here.
Oh, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. I know who I would pick.
Who?
I know who I'd pick because I think there's a high chance of survivability, and I think I have a high chance of moving up somewhat in the organization.
Let's hear it.
Lex Luthor.
Why Lex Luthor?
I would go to Lex Luthor because of the fact that, for the most part, he has his legit fronts for businesses and everything.
Yeah, okay.
But
the thing is, he wants one of two things if you're going to be a henchman. He wants either you to be a super smart scientist to help him make his bullshit, or to be muscle. And if you're muscle, you're not going to move up.
Well,
and you might end up an experiment.
Yeah, okay, but then if I do, hopefully I'll get superpowers.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, I mean, it's not the worst choice.
But I do think, I'll be honest, I think that might be my choice. I just feel like I could have that little sweet spot where I could start off as the super low level henchman, but maybe move up to like a supervisor-ish level where I'm still not under his direct radar, but I'm not picking up poop either. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
I think it's a solid choice. Yeah. Solid choice is what I'll say. Lex Luthor's a good one. Man, DC's got me stumped.
Yeah, I'm still thinking Marvel. I mean, I don't even know in the Marvel universe.
Marvel. Okay, let me move back to Marvel. I had my Marvel, but you told me no.
I mean, Kingpin might be the equivalent.
He's crazy
of like
dude.
a Lex Luthor.
Well, he's equivalent of your mafia that you could get in.
Maybe.
And I'm not interested in.
And
Kingpin.
that would be a mafia though that he wouldn't care if you're Italian or whatever.
No,
this and that. You're right. You're right about that.
Okay,
but it is kind of scary to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The problem is most villains are fucking crazy. Yeah, that's the problem here.
Also, too, for DC, don't pick Darkseid.
Yeah, not picking Darkseid. Not picking Loki because he's an asshole. Trying to think who are some of Iron Man's villains that aren't super lame. Back to Doom. Man, all of Doctor Strange's villains are extra dimensional beings I want nothing to do with.
Yeah, Marvel has some harsh ones, man.
Yeah. Spider-Man has a bunch of crazy villains. Spider-Man doesn't have any villains that really hench. They don't have henchmen.
Yeah, Rhino does. Oh, well, no, actually, you know what? That's another mafia type one.
What?
He has
the Sinister Six.
One of them was a part of the Sinister Six. What's the name of the mafia? There was a mafioso guy in Spider-Man's villain list. Oh, I think his name was Hammerhead.
Who?
His name was Hammerhead.
Okay.
And he was this mafia type guy, but he literally had like a really hard flat head. That's what he would literally run at you and he would hit you with his head.
I'm not working for Hammerhead. My goodness.
Actually, I think I found the villain that would be equivalent to Lex Luthor. In the Marvel universe that I was served.
Okay. Because I was about to say, oh no, don't change your DC one because I think I might have one. But
no. Norman Osborn.
No,
you don't think so?
That's like working for the Joker. Green Goblin's insane,
but he's not going to be directly over. You know what I mean? Like that's
okay. Working for Oscorp is not the same as being. Green Goblin's
so you don't
henchman.
think it's the same
No,
okay.
That's not the same
because if it was, yeah, you're right. He would be more like the Joker if you were closer to him.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going through some DC villains right now. I think I got. Ooh. Okay. I got two possibilities here. So right now, mine is a tie between Gorilla Grodd.
Wait. Okay.
Gorilla Grodd and Amanda Waller. Because I'm leaning towards Amanda Waller. She's crazy and I hate her. She's a hardcore villain in a lot of ways, but she's got a very organized system. And if I'm not superpowered, I'm not being sent on the front line.
That is
I'm probably
true.
working in like an intelligence level, right? Which I could do. I'll be a spy. Fuck it. Like,
yeah.
I'll be like a data analyst. Like no problem.
Okay.
So I could work for Amanda Waller. What's the name of her fucking organization? It's not obviously either Shield, right, from Marvel.
Oh yeah, no.
She works
aren't they called Argus? No, it's not Argus.
Hold on, I'm looking it up now. Amanda Waller, Suicide Squad Agency, Argus. Yeah.
Oh, it is
okay,
Argus.
So she works for so I'd work for Argus. Also, I saw the most recent Suicide Squad, and it was kind of funny seeing them taking bets on who would live and die.
Yeah.
I could survive in that situation.
Yeah.
But Gorilla Grodd is interesting to me because he is such an interesting person.
But I mean, doesn't he go in fits of rage too? Like, I know he's supposed to be genius, but if he
goes through fits of rage only in situations where like he's losing really badly or someone really pushes his buttons. Like for the most part, he's kind of like on Beast's level if he keeps it in check.
I don't know if Gorilla Grodd would be a good choice.
He runs like a mafia style thing as well, and he would be an interesting person to talk to.
Yeah, I feel maybe I just feel like, you know what? I just feel like he's always so, I don't know what the word is. He's so like, you're not one of my kind because you're human.
Oh, that's true.
He's going
he does
to
hate
like
human. Okay, never mind. Amanda Waller. I choose Amanda Waller.
Yeah, Amanda Waller might be your better choice.
I'm choosing Amanda Waller for DC.
Fuck, if we have to choose between like Gorilla Grodd and Amanda Waller, and we have to choose Amanda Waller, like
it's pretty bad.
This is fucked. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move over to Marvel.
This is so hard. I mean, there's so many villains, but it's like, who would,
I mean, Magneto would be great if it was a mutant. Just saying.
Do you think someone like the Mandarin would be?
No, I don't want to work for the Mandarin.
I mean, but like, as a henchman, like I'm trying to stay out of people's radars. You know what I mean? Like, I got it. Galactus. No, just playing. Actually, he doesn't have henchmen. They are, what do they call them? Heralds?
Yeah, he is his heralds, yeah.
Well, you know what? Okay, if you want to pick Magneto, I will accept that due to the fact that maybe, I mean, are you sure he will never, ever accept anyone that is not a mutant? Maybe, like, he can use you as like, some, like, he knows you're a sympathizer. You know what I mean? Like...
you know what? I've never seen him use it. Like, it's always mutants only. Because he's a racist piece of shit. No, if we got to make a hard choice, we got to make a hard choice. So I'm
yeah, and in which case then I made my hard choice.
Who's your hard choice?
It's Kingpin. Yeah. I feel like as long as I do my shit, he doesn't keep his eye like that. You know what I mean? Unless you're starting to cause trouble, he's not going to be constantly watching me, a little henchman, just doing little dirty work here and there.
Yeah, unless you fuck up.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
If you fuck up, I mean, I guess the worst thing that'll happen to you is Daredevil will beat the shit out of you, but he won't kill you.
Yeah,
but the Punisher might.
Yeah, the Punisher might, and and this is of course me having to, if I have to go up against them.
Well, the thing is, Daredevil and Punisher do go up against like the low level henchmen. So like you're almost destined to have Matt Murdock beat the hell out of you.
I'm gonna pray it's Matt Murdock and coming after me, not the Punisher.
Okay,
Frank Castle gets a hold of me. Who knows what's gonna happen?
I'm gonna get killed. I'm gonna get every one of these people will get me fucking murdered.
It's crunch time.
See, the Enchantress is going to put a spell on me, and then I'm going to get murked. Okay, maybe MODOK? Maybe? Because he's got a bunch of villains or a bunch of henchmen. I could be super low level janitor style. It's just if the base gets blown up, Tom, I'm fucked.
Yeah, I know,
and that happens a lot.
And I feel like that's the whole reason why he's in that thing he's in.
Yeah,
so he can make a quick getaway from an exploding headquarters.
You're absolutely right. So maybe that's not a good choice. I'm going back to Doom then.
Doom? Okay.
Because I just have to like not fuck up.
Yeah, same with like a Kingpin.
Yeah, because if as long as I do well, I will be treated great. Like Doom treats everyone really great, but it's instant death for fucking up.
Yeah. You know what? Okay, so, to recap, and I think the reasons that we both picked, they're very logical reasons.
I would like to be a servant in Castle Doom. I'm being honest.
It would be cool. So I would choose to serve in the DC universe, Lex Luthor. In the Marvel universe, I would choose Kingpin, and both for the same reason. I feel like I can be out of their radar enough to successfully make some type of a living or villainry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
You would be able to get a job for both and manage to, if you stayed low level enough, to probably not get caught up in the bullshit.
And not get killed by one of the good heroes, the vigilantes.
I would choose Amanda Waller in DC for the exact same reason. I'm very likely to be able to have a job that I can do and can do well and not get caught up in the bullshit and not get murdered because I'm not, high profile enough to get murdered.
Yeah.
And then on the Marvel side, I would have chose Magneto because Magneto would have protected me, but I am not a mutant, so he won't protect me.
Yeah.
So apparently Marvel's worse when it comes to these villains.
Yes,
so,
I think it's very
Doctor Doom
difficult.
And with Doctor Doom, I just got to step on eggshells. I got to never spill anything as a servant, never tear anything, never mess anything up, never give away important information to his enemies.
Make sure you use a little starch with this when you wash his cape.
Yeah, exactly. And if I do so, I will be treated great.
Yeah.
But the second I make a mistake, I'm a dead man. A Doombot will murder me.
But dude, let's go commit some crimes.
The podcast you have just heard are the imaginings from the highly evolved minds of the extra-dimensional beings, Will and Tom. It has been translated into a format more easily understood by the human mind. Interpret it as you will. Should you find yourself seeking more answers to life's most intriguing mysteries, you can show your support by becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/dude-could-you-imagine. You can also leave an Apple Podcast review. You can subscribe to us on Instagram at dude_could-you-imagine, on Twitter at DCYimagine, and on our YouTube channel, where you can leave a like and a comment. We can also be reached through our email, dudecouldyoimagine@gmail.com. We leave you now so that you may gather your thoughts, until we meet again, to ponder the meaning of the cosmos and ask, dude, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
I do not recommend anyone ever going there for any reason. It is an extremely dangerous neighborhood.
Yeah, you probably have like gangs of clowns roaming around, right?
Holy shit, can you imagine?
That would be so
the
scary,
Ronald
dude.
McDonald gang. Holy shit.
Oh my god, dude. Like literal hamburglers running around everywhere, jacking your shit.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what you ran into.